Good morning, hello, and welcome to Take Your Medicine. My name is Tobi Blake, and I practice shamanic medicine work. And this is my amazing co host, Billy. Say hi, baby girl. And Bennett's over here hiding. You can see his little nose popping up. It's Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day. I will be babysitting my little bonus grandbaby this evening. I'm so excited. AJ will be working. We always celebrate Valentine's Day on a different day, go on a nice little date. So we'll figure that out soon. But even holidays, the way we handle holidays is different than it used to be. I find that so many of the traditions are just based in consumerism and programming, and I just like to celebrate our love all the time and do little things to surprise each other all the time and treat each other like it's a holiday every day. Ah, baby girl. Oh, Benny says yes. Benny, will you be my Valentine? We got lots of Valentines around here. I'm happy about all of them. Oh, this is funny to see the Scorpion card because I actually had an experience where I met my little baby grandbaby before she was born. I got to experience her spirit, and it was a really cool, very quick experience. But that same night, I met the Scorpion Collective for the first time. So her name is Journey, and I got to meet with her before she was born. And that same night, I met the Scorpion Collective for the first time. And then later, I learned that Journey is a Scorpio. And I thought that was really fucking cool. So these things are so magical, and we have had some magic happening in our house through dreams recently. And I have found it so interesting. What's up, Benny? Are you anxious? Are you anxious for Valentine's? You need a little extra love? Oh, he's a good boy. He's a good boy. You need some smoke? Should we give you some Palo Santo smoke? Clear your energies? So the night before last, I had a dream. It was a random dream that there was a javelina crossing sign put up in our neighborhood on our way to dropping off Anthony from school. Thank you, Palo Santo. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, yes, Billy doesn't like to smoke. She growls, but it's good for us to clear our energies. Good job. Good job, everybody. Clear the energies. Clear the energies. So we do have quite a few javelinas here in Arizona. We see them sometimes. They like to dig in people's trashes and roam around early in the morning and at night. A lot of the time we see them. And but I saw in my dream that there was this new short little javelina crossing sign on the path to taking Anthony to school. And then AJ woke up yesterday morning and he told me that he had a dream all about javelinas. I was in the front seat of the car, he was in the driver's seat. My very best friend's husband was in the back seat, and then there was a javelina on the passenger side of the back seat. And then throughout the dream, he was surrounded by javelinas, and they were not mean or aggressive. They were just like wanting to be very close to him. And he was just like overwhelmed by javelina energy. I thought that was so interesting because when he's telling me, I was like, holy shit, honey. I had a dream last night that there was a new javelina crossing sign in town. And I thought that was so odd in my dream. And now it makes sense. And that exact same night, he dreamt that I was making either cream of wheat or oatmeal for breakfast. It was like I was choosing between cream of wheat and oatmeal. I haven't made cream of wheat or oatmeal in probably over a year. It's not something we don't normally have breakfast. We usually have a green smoothie. But yesterday, I woke up and made cream of wheat. And he came downstairs and he's like, I dreamt that you made either cream of wheat or oatmeal. So we are very much one mind in a lot of ways. We're very telepathic with each other. And I've had now a most glorious vision of us as this like connected two-headed dragon that is connected at the root chakra. So it's been really interesting. Benny is on top of, he's literally laying on top of my cards, my tarot cards right now. Benny, are you blessing my cards? Thank you. I appreciate it. I think we should probably draw one for Valentine's Day, don't you think? So then let's see, last night, dreams again were happening. I had a very symbolic dream involving one of my children processing the passing of my sweet Thomas. It was a very powerful, very vivid, and symbolic dream that gave me guidance last night. And AJ had some extremely stressful work dreams last night. So he was explaining to me, I was in bed with him this morning, and he was telling me all about his very stressful work dreams. And I could see Jesus Kate in the room with us as he was talking. And then I told him about my very powerful dream last night. And right as all of this is happening, I look down at my phone at 8:55, and somebody very dear and near to me had a dream about an octopus being, and there were all of these Jesus Kate synchronicities. And then she woke up and saw 555 two different times this morning, and it was all so synchronistic and so cool. The dreams are very much alive. We were actually talking before I looked at my phone and saw my somebody very close to me expressing her dream. Before that happened, I was explaining to AJ that I think a lot of times when we have these bad dreams that are very vivid, it's like the dreams are showing us another reality so that we can be grateful when we wake up for the reality that we are actually in, that it's more evolved, it's easier, it's less stressful, and it can help us be grateful. I feel like Jesus Kate shows me things like that all the time, not just in the dream space, but also in my medicine journeys. She has shown me different layers of this exact same reality that we are not as evolved in. So things are more struggle filled, more dense, more difficult. So it was just a really cool morning with dreams. And I'm very, very excited to continue to dream. I am having so many interesting ones. The other day I was dreaming that we all had these like cylinders around our head that had very high technology. It was some other existence where we had these like interesting technological rings around our head. I'm often channeling in my dreams or working with crystals in my dreams. And so it's an exciting place to be. For years and years and years, I did not dream. And when I was having to use cannabis for sleep, I was completely not dreaming. It was very rare that I had a dream. So very excited to be back into the dream space. I wanted to talk. Oh, here comes a card. Let's see what it is. The Gazelle. How interesting. We should read it. Let's read the Gazelle card, Benny. You want you? Let's see what it's all about. All right. Gazelle. When a card just falls like that, I always want to read it. I'm always curious as to what the universe wants us to see. Gazelle. Do you want to read it? It means heightened awareness and ability and vulnerability. The gazelle represents supreme grace. With every move, this awe-inspiring beauty emits sophistication and elegance. That's perfect for Valentine's Day, huh, baby girl? Yes. Gazelle personalities are often hyper aware of their surroundings, bordering on hyper vigilant, and this can inhibit them from enjoying the beauty they've spent so much effort cultivating. You know, that's a really good message, actually, for me to remember that I need to enjoy this work that I've been doing. I am really to a place where no matter what is going on around me, I feel clear. I feel grounded. I rarely feel dysregulated by anybody else's nonsense or bullshit. I am in my true power. And sometimes I forget, as my loved ones struggle around me, it's hard to remember to really enjoy this body, this regulated nervous system that I now get to enjoy no matter what is going on around me. I need to give gratitude that I am in the best place in my life to hold space for those who struggle around me, to have compassion for those who struggle around me. I have freed up so much energy to be able to bless other people's lives now that so much trauma and difficulty is cleared out of me. So it's a good reminder for me to be grateful for the progress I have made, to celebrate the progress that I have made when I get down on myself for, picking, even though I've been doing so much better with that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All the guides, Kelly Blakely, her appointment really helped me with that. It's good to remember and to live in celebration. You think about where you were at 5 years ago and all of the difficult decisions you've had to make to get to right here, right now, how evolved you are, the new levels of awareness, even the shame that we feel. We only feel it because we've tapped into new levels of behavior and awareness. I can look back and say, oh, I wish I had been a better mom. But the only reason I have that awareness is because I have become a better mom. And so I can look back and see the difference. So it all deserves to be celebrated. And this is a really good reminder for that. Let's see. Sit down, find your breath, and acknowledge the bounty that surrounds you. Let it nourish your gentle spirit. I love that. Thank you, Gazelle Energy. That's a beautiful message for us today on Valentine's Day, to walk with gracefulness, to give ourselves grace and love. One other thing I really wanted to talk about today is that I have really started to work with my thoughts. And it's a very, very powerful practice that I want to share with you. And this practice is to never allow myself to finish a negative thought. Now, this does take some awareness, and you can build awareness of your thoughts over time. But the practice is truly to be aware enough about your thoughts, that if you notice, like, you're going to say, like, oh, my husband never does anything nice for me, or my wife is always nagging me, or my child never gets his chores done, or everyone's out to get me, or my life sucks, or my job is bullshit, or whatever the negative statement that you are saying in your mind. If you can have a little bit of added awareness around your thoughts, then you can transmute that thought into something positive. So if you can create some awareness around the thoughts that you're thinking, then you can start to really create some change and some positive momentum and movement in your life. Because if you can catch that negative statement before it's finished and flip it around and change it into a positive statement, you will watch your life start to transform before your eyes. So try it. Try to create more awareness around your thoughts. And when you do create that awareness, stop, pause, and transmute the thought into something more positive. It might not work every time. You might not catch every single thought. But the more you practice this, the more aware of your thoughts you will be, and the more in alignment and happy and joyful and healthy you will be. Okay, so because you are a magnet, I cannot stress this enough. We are literally made of electromagnetic energy. And so we are a frequency. Whatever frequency we are on, whether that be low or high, is a magnet for other frequencies to come and be in the same frequency as you are. So your thoughts are what determine your frequency. Your thoughts are what determine your feelings, and your feelings are your frequency. And so it is very, very, very powerful to learn to work with your thoughts and to transmute your thoughts from negative to positive whenever you can. I'm reading this book called The Power of the Subconscious Mind. I highly recommend it. And it talks about how you should never finish a negative thought. And I've just thought, oh my God, this is great, because Jesus Kate has shown me that a million times. Always, always finish that negative thought. Say it's like, my wife is always getting on to me about something. If you're thinking that thought, you can say, my wife is always wonderful and friendly and joyful and just such a wonderful human to be around. If you can literally change it like that, and imagine you and your wife joyful and happy and affectionate with one another, that will become your reality. You can literally transform your life by transforming your thoughts. It is so real. I am living it. I am living proof that it works. I am healthy. I am happy. I am healed. And I am so, 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 so grateful now that I can teach other people. So I highly recommend a book called Untethered Soul. And then there is a sequel to that book called Living Untethered. These are books written by Michael A. Singer. They are so powerful. And if you are looking to truly free yourself from the trauma, free yourself from the heaviness, clear the depression, clear the anxiety, get your power back, read these books, The Untethered Soul and Living Untethered. And then I highly recommend, of course, my very favorite book of all time is called A New Earth by Eckhart Tolle. And I also recommend the book You Can Heal Your Life by Louise Hay. That's the very first book I ever read on healing myself, and it changed my life. I have read it many times since, and I have given it away as gifts many, many times. I highly, highly recommend it. If you want help in figuring out your awakening journey or how to even just get started on the healing path, I am here. We can schedule a call. I love to do 1-hour phone calls with people and really start to get them excited and hopeful and feeling good about the future and feeling like they are not powerless in their life, but that they can take their power back and really experience healthy and happy life. No matter how old you are, it is not too late to heal yourself. So anyway, I will leave it at that. It's a short day for my son. He gets off in just a little while from school. Happy, happy Valentine's Day. If you don't have a Valentine, be your own Valentine. Let this be a day where you give yourself lots of extra love. Give yourself compliments in the mirror. Smile at yourself, wink at yourself, smack your own ass, and tell yourself you're awesome, you're sexy, you're brilliant, you're beautiful, you're powerful. Give yourself so much love. Take yourself out for a nice walk. Give yourself a nice bath with candles. Do something wonderful for yourself. It doesn't have to be fancy. It doesn't need to cost anything. Ground yourself. Put your bare feet in the earth. Let the earth be your Valentine. Just find joy wherever you can. And if you feel like you can't, reach out and I'll help you find some joy. All right. I love you. Happy Valentine's Day. Namaste.